Episode we're going to be looking at the grade 4 section of our Smart Start dated January 27, and our topic is verbs. Hello boys and girls, welcome back. In today's lesson we will recognize different types of verbs, identify verbs in sentences, and use appropriate verbs to complete sentences. Action verbs. Melanie and her friend are playing charades. Melanie goes first. She wants to make everyone guess what she's doing without saying anything. She has to act it out. Everyone laughs when Melanie lies on the floor rolling over and over. They guess roll. Next, it's Jason's turn. He pretends to take a huge bite out of an apple. Someone guesses eat. That's right. Next, Lily yawns, puts her head down, and closes her eyes, and her friends guess her action, sleep. All these words, roll, eat, and sleep, are examples of action verbs. An action verb is a word that expresses action. It describes something you can do. State of being verbs. A small but extremely important group of verbs do not express any activity at all. A state of being verb tells you when and where someone or something exists. State of being verbs are formed from the verb to be. And now, what are the forms of the verb to be? Am, be, being, was, are, been, is, were. Engage. Play charades and act out the actions to other members of your class. Explore. The following conversation took place between two boys. Fill in the blanks with the suitable verbs. John says, "Did you go to the football match yesterday?" "Yes, I did, and I enjoyed it very much." So John replies now, "I came very late, and so I missed the exciting first half." Peter says, "I'm so sorry you were not there when our center forward scored the first goal." John, "I heard that he passed 3 defenders, and from 25 meters out, he kicked the ball into the back of the net." Of course, we all praised him for his outstanding play. We thought he was one of the reggae boys. Unfortunately, when I arrived, the score was even. Explain. Explain the difference between action verbs and a state of being verb to a classmate. Now, underline the action verbs in each sentence below. So, the first one is, Sam listens to his favorite song. Action there, listens. Number 2, Craig hits the baseball over the fence. Action there, hits. Number 3, the little pig grunts. Action, grunts. The roof of the house leaks. Action there, leaks. Number 5, Judy solves the mystery. Action, solves. Elaborate. Complete each of the sentences. Include in the predicate an action verb or state of being verb as indicated. Here are examples. The Queen and King, and we need a state of being verb here. So the Queen and King were in their splendid castle. Another example, the boy, and we need an action verb here. The boy returned the book he borrowed from the library. Number 1, the fairy tale, and we want an action verb. What I have, the fairy tale spoke of a tall prince. Number 2, his innocence, and we need a state of being verb. What I have, his innocence was proven. So maybe somebody accused somebody of stealing something, but later on they found out that it was actually somebody else. So his innocence was proven. Number 3, the king's daughter, and we want an action verb here. The king's daughter ran away to the countryside. Number 4, 3 young girls, and we need a state of being verb. I have, 3 young girls were not happy when their dolls were taken away. And I would include a they at the beginning, so we could get that sounding the way I would phrase it. So I would have, the 3 young girls were not happy when their dolls were taken away. Maybe the dolls need to be washed or something, and because of that they were really not happy. All right, number 5, the proud princess, and we need an action verb. The proud princess strolled slowly past the other young ladies. Finally, now we have evaluate. And this is what you're going to do on your own. It says write a sentence with an action verb to describe each picture and underline the action verb. So here we have a gentleman here. He has a pie in his hand. Then we have a lady sitting and reading with some children. And we have what appears to be a lady, and it looks as if she's wrapping a present. So now you can use your own imagination and create your own sentences. But remember that you need to include an action verb that describes what's happening in each picture, and you should underline it. All right, let's sum up this episode. In this episode, we looked at verbs, and we looked at 2 types of verbs. We looked at action verbs and state of being verbs. Now, action verbs describe those actions that we can see, right? While state of being verbs suggest a state of being. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.